Okay, so if you haven't heard anything about tariffs, then you're hiding under a rock. But we're going to talk about what is a tariff and why can't the United States just make all these things in the United States? And why do they matter? And so this is just a simple breakdown of all of that. All right. A tariff is like a tax. People say, oh, it's not a tax. A tariff is like a tax that the US puts on stuff coming in from other countries. Let's say you buy a backpack from another country that costs $50. If the government adds a 20% tariff, that same backpack now costs $60. Why do they do this? There's two big reasons why they do this. To make imported stuff more expensive, so you're more likely to buy American-made products, and the number one reason, to make money for the government. Sounds smart? Kind of. Well, let's look at this. Okay, here's the thing. Some products aren't even made in the US anymore, or they can't be made here at all. So when we add tariffs, we're not just making imported stuff more expensive, we're sometimes making it harder to get anything at all. We don't sit behind a sewing machine for 18 hours and work for 50 cents an hour, right? We don't do that in the United States. So we can't mass produce clothing and things like that. So why can't we just make everything here? For batteries and phones, we need special metals like lithium and cobalt. Those mostly come from places like Australia and Africa. We don't have enough of them here. This is another reason why we have good relations with other countries, because we need each other. We all need each other, okay? Electronics. Your phone, parts from Japan, Korea, and China, assembled in factories overseas. We don't have those massive factories here anymore. Food. You want bananas, pineapples, or coffee? You need a warm tropical climate. We don't just have the weather for it. We just don't have the weather for it. Most are made overseas because it's cheaper and faster. The US barely has big clothing factories anymore. Medicine. A lot of the ingredients in our medicine, even basic ones, come from China and India. So what happens with the tariffs, right? We're seeing all this stock market collapse and everything. Well, if we put big tariffs on these things that I just mentioned, prices go up, supplies go down, and we're all stuck paying more for stuff we can't even make here. To wrap it up, so yeah, tariffs might sound like a way to protect U.S. jobs, and sometimes they do. But when we're talking about products we can't make ourselves, it's kind of like charging yourself extra at the store. While tariffs aim to protect U.S. industries, they can have several downward effects. High prices for consumers, retaliation from other countries, which we've already been seeing, economic impact. Widespread tariffs can disrupt global trade, potentially leading to slower economic growth and job losses in industries reliant on exports. It is a simple tax, right? And Trump says he knows what he's doing, but we haven't had these kind of tariffs in over 100 years. And so what is going to happen next? It's a very troubling time, and a lot of us are concerned about it. Just the best thing you can do is learn everything that you can and don't buy anything that you don't need while the tariffs are like this, because something's going to break, right? And so we're going to see, I think we're going to see everything go up, no matter if it's imported or not. I think we're going to see the prices of everything you buy, every food item you buy, it's all going to go up. It's been coming down gradually. I see in the store where it'll say, I shop at a Walmart neighborhood market, and they'll put on there that the price, forgot what they call it, but it's dropped, and they'll show you what it was. And I've seen that a lot over the last, I guess, like the last couple of years. But I think that it's all going to go back up because it's the economy, right? And if one part of your economy suffers, then it bleeds over to all the rest of it. So I think that we're gonna have a hard time in the future. And I'm sorry for people with 401ks that are just dropping in value right now. I don't know what to say other than, supposedly Trump was elected fairly and squarely and all that stuff, and he's not going anywhere. So it looks like we've got Project 2025 in gear. Thanks for watching, guys, and please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to me and you want to catch more of my videos. Have a great day.